Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some easy Dollar Tree sticker DIYs, and for this first DIY I have one of these V-trays and I'm just going to cut down some craft sticks to cover up the stars on the sides, and I wish Dollar Tree would make these without the wee cutouts on them. So I just cut the craft sticks down with some scissors and then I glue them on with some super glue wood glue. And I just glue them on the inside of the box and I wipe off the excess with a cloth. And then I stain it with some Minwax Jacobean wood stain. You can use antique wax or whatever you like. And that's what it looks like. And then I got these stickers from Dollar Tree. They're like hinges, but they look like medieval and I love that kind of thing. So I picked them up and I'm going to make this into a wee tray. So I'm just sticking them down, but they were really sticky when I first pulled them off the sheet. But I stuck them to so many things, arranging them to decide what way I was going to put them so they aren't sticky anymore. So I'm just adding on some hot glue. And then I have these laser cutout flowers, also from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to hot glue one of the rows to each side to cover up the star. And I have to put a wee bit extra on that bit there. And I have some nautical rope and I'm just going to make a wee handle for each side of the tray. And you could glue this to the outside to cover up the star, but I wanted to put it on the inside. I used some painter's tape to mark off where I want to cut it. And then I cut it down and I hot glue the ends so that it won't fray. And then I measure the other piece and I just do the same thing. And then once the hot glue is set, then I just take off the tape. And then I hot glue it on the inside of the tray. The leather ribbon from Dollar Tree would go nice for this, but I didn't have any, so we're going with some nautical rope. So I just hot glue down the other side, and the handles are just for show anyway. So you just, there's always hot glue strings. They're so annoying. And then I just hot glue these wee flowers on the sides. I was thinking about putting two on it, but it was going to look too much. So here I am, I'm just painting the roses gold, but I end up later on mixing some black and gold and putting that over the top of it. And I had to use 2 packs of stickers. Well, I only bought 2 packs of these stickers and I made all the DIYs with the 2 packs. And this is how it turned out, and I think it turned out really cute. I really love how these hinges look. And the colours as well. And it would look good with the antique wax as well, I think. You can let me know what you think in the comments down below. I stained this wee wooden square from Dollar Tree with some Minwax Jacobean wood stain. Have some gold paint from Folk Art, and I'm just going to paint this laser cutout flower. And I also ended up going over this with the black and gold mix that I make later on. And then I just hot glue these wee corner stickers in each corner, and then I hot glue the flower in the middle. And I was gonna make the flower like ivory color or something, but then I didn't want it to stand out too much, so I do go in and make it a bit darker than this later on. And then I also added in the middle one of those little flower stickers, and then I put a tupper block on the back so it can stand up, and I just used hot glue, and then I held it until it was in the position that I wanted. And then here it is with the darker black and gold mix and the little flower in the middle, and I think it turned out really cute. I stained a larger square wood piece from Dollar Tree with the Jacobean wood stain, and I just hot glue them down in this pattern I'm going to show you. And I thought that it looked really pretty like this, because you don't have to use them just to look like hinges on like a box and a tray and stuff. So I just hot glue them down. Watch you don't burn your fingers like I do. I don't even feel it half the time anymore. And then just make sure if any comes out, you take it off before it sets. So I'm just using some of the smaller ones and putting them in between the ones that are already glued down. Oh, look, it looks pretty. And I wanted to put an initial in it, and Ethan wanted to have it, so I'm putting the letter E, but he says it doesn't look like an E, it looks like a boat. But I wanted to do like some like old English kind of font to go with like medieval looking theme. So I found this one on Cricut Design Space. It was called like Agan Court or something, and I just printed it on some vinyl and then made it into a stencil, and I mixed up, this is where I mixed up the black and the gold together, and then I just dab it on. And I didn't want it to stand out too much from the rest of the picture, so that's why I made it darker, and I wanted it to look old. But you can always make it ivory or another colour, whatever you like. And then I gave it a quick 2-second blast with the hairdryer so that I could peel up that other vinyl without messing it up. And, well, it doesn't look like an E this way round, but it is an E. And then this is when I decided to put some of this colour on the other DIYs that I did. And then I glued together 2 tower blocks with some hot glue, and then I attach it to the back, and then I forgot what I was saying. And then I attach another one on top of that to make a stand, and I love how this turned out, and I think Ethan is happy with it too. I stained the outside of this drawer with some of the Jacobean wood stain. This one is actually from Michael's, but it's the same thing as the ones in Dollar Tree. And then I just hot glue the rest of the stickers on it. And after I had done all these DIYs, I only had one of the wee flowers left. I managed to use the rest of the 2 packs. And I wanted to use all the stickers up, so I decided to make this wee planner. And I decided to use the Jacobean wood stain because I did the last DIY first and I used it for that, and I thought that the hinges and this colour all had a nice theme and looked good together. And this is how my wee planter turned out, and I think it turned out really cute. And I just love the Jacobean wood stain, I just think it's so beautiful. And again, if you don't like this stain, you can use your favourite stain or the antique wax. And here I have some foam board and some of these wall stickers from Dollar Tree that have a map of the world on them. And I love this because it looked like old-fashioned map, and I just love stuff like that. I love history, and that's why all those DIYs with the hinges I thought went nice with this. So I just stick it to the foam board, and then I take a ruler and an X-Acto knife and I just cut it out. And I almost got the two pieces of wall sticker lined up perfect, but you don't even notice. It's like a millimeter, but you can't notice that when it's all finished. I need 3 of these packs of wee wooden cubes from Dollar Tree, and all I do is I put them around the outside so that I can measure exactly how many I need. And remember, the blocks aren't all the same size, they're all different sizes, so I measured it out first. And then I got some super glue, wood glue, and a square ruler, and then I glued them together exactly how I had laid them out in the first place to make sure that it was all going to fit. And then I did the ruler this way round so that that edge would be straight, because that would be the edge that I glue to the foam board. So I went onto the side here, but then I joined the rest of the bottom row together. So I did that for all 4 sides. And then I stained them with the Jacobean Minwax wood stain. And then I just put them in place and make sure it's all going to fit. But I mustn't have measured properly because one side was too long, so I just marked it off and then I cut it down with my wee saw. And then I just hot glued it all together. First I did it this way, put it on the edge of the foam board, but that was a bit messy. And then after that I put it on the edges of, like the bottom edge of the blocks, and that worked out better. Oh, and I used foam board because you could get some little pins and then you can put a pin in all the places that you've been. I was going to do that, but I forgot to get some. And then you just hot glue it all together. And then when the hot glue was dry, I turned it over, and then I made a wee hanger for the back with some twine, hot glue and a popsicle stick. And if you wanted, you could put some extra hot glue on the back of the blocks, but I didn't bother. and I just love how this turned out. It was so simple, but it just looks so beautiful, and it gave me the inspiration for all the other DIYs I did in this video. So let me know what you think down below, which one's your favourite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.